Have you ever looked up at the sky, watched an airplane cruise overhead, and noticed something curious? Almost every passenger airplane is white. Not blue or green. Not bright purple with racing stripes, just white. Sure, you'll see colorful logos on the tail and maybe a few fancy designs near the front. But the rest of the airplane? Almost always white. Which seems a little boring when you think about it. Cars come in hundreds of colors. Trains wear colorful paint schemes. Even garbage trucks have more variety. So why do airlines spend hundreds of millions of dollars on beautiful airplanes only to paint them the color of a refrigerator? Is white somehow more aerodynamic? Does it make the plane fly faster? Or did the entire aviation industry simply agree that plain yogurt was the perfect fashion statement? As interesting as those ideas are, the real reason has nothing to do with style. It turns out that white isn't just a color. In aviation, it's a choice. And there's a fascinating reason so many airlines keep making it. Welcome to Past in Plain Sight. Today, we're uncovering the fascinating reason most aircraft are painted white. We first have to think about one thing airplanes spend a lot of time doing to understand why they are painted white. Sitting in the sun. Whether parked at an airport in Dubai, Dallas, or Darwin, aircraft spend hours baking under direct sunlight. And sunlight brings lots of heat. Now imagine wearing a black t-shirt on a scorching summer afternoon. You feel warmer almost immediately. That's because dark colors absorb much more of the sun's energy. White does the opposite. It reflects most of the sunlight instead of absorbing it. That keeps the airplane's outer skin significantly cooler. Now you might think, so what? Airplanes are made of metal. Exactly. Metal expands when it gets hot and contracts when it cools. An aircraft sitting in the blazing sun experiences enormous temperature changes throughout the day. By reflecting more heat, white paint helps reduce thermal expansion and places less stress on the aircraft's structure over time. It's a simple trick with surprisingly big benefits. There's another important reason, and that is fuel. No, white paint doesn't magically make airplanes lighter, but it helps reduce the amount of cooling needed while the aircraft is parked. A cooler cabin means the air conditioning system doesn't have to work as hard before takeoff. Across thousands of flights every year, every little efficiency adds up. Airlines love saving fuel almost as much as passengers love finding an empty seat beside them. Actually, the empty seat probably wins. Now here's something even more fascinating. White paint makes damage easier to spot. Aircraft are inspected constantly. Engineers search for tiny cracks, dents, leaks, corrosion, and signs of wear. On a white surface, many of these problems become much easier to notice. Imagine trying to find a scratch on a black car at night. Now imagine trying to inspect an airplane with millions of individual parts. Anything that helps mechanics spot problems faster is a huge advantage. White also makes leaking fluids easier to detect. Hydraulic oil, fuel stains, and other maintenance issues. They stand out much more clearly against a bright surface. It's basically giving mechanics a giant blank canvas where anything unusual immediately catches the eye. So when you're waiting at the airport and notice a row of gleaming white aircraft lined up outside the terminal, remember that you're not looking at a lack of imagination. You're looking at decades of engineering experience. That simple white paint helps keep aircraft cooler, makes inspections easier, reduces long-term wear, lowers maintenance costs, and quietly saves airlines money every single day. Not bad for a color most people associate with kitchen appliances. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to Past in Plain Sight, and join us next time as we reveal another fascinating piece of history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.